Let's bring in now criminal profiler Pat Brown, who's in Washington this morning. Pat, good morning.
Good morning, Maggie.
We've reported this week that there's no death penalty, no life in prison in Peru for murder. So a lot of people here in the U.S. feel that even if Van der Sloot is convicted of the murder there, he's going to get too light a sentence as it is. So here's my question. If Peruvian authorities feel they have such a strong case against him, why offer a plea deal that would reduce that sentence?
Well, I don't know if that's really what's going to happen here, and I'm hoping the Peruvian authorities feel no need to do this. First of all, I've already heard that the Peruvian police don't believe he's going to tell anybody where Natalie really is, because they do know he's a big liar. And why should they do this? They've got a pretty darn good case they can put him away with. They don't need to be making any plea deal with him.
So you don't think that they're even offering a plea deal? That would be surprising to you.
That would be very surprising. I don't know if this is a defense attorney talking or it's just the media coming up with this information. I just don't believe it. I mean, they have him locked into that room murdering that girl. It isn't a question of he needs to confess even to anything. They know he murdered her, so why would they do that?
Okay, so he's admitted to them, as he has to other people in the past, that he knows where Natalie Holloway's body is. Why would he do that? How does that help him?
Well, why wouldn't it help him? I mean, Joran knows he's in big trouble. He knows he's going to be in a Peruvian prison either for a lighter sentence or for a really long sentence. He might as well try it. I mean, if he can get somebody to cooperate with him and he can go back to Aruba, hey, I mean, if I were him, I'd be trying the same thing.
Oh, right, because he said that he would only tell Aruban authorities.
Exactly.
So do you think that he might be successful in trying to negotiate a deal with them?
I just can't believe that Peru would go for that, because, I mean, this man killed one of their own in a horrible, brutal attack. Why should they give him a break? There's absolutely no reason. I mean, the evidence is too strong against him. If it were a weak case, I could say, well, maybe they do something because they just don't have the evidence to convict. But they have the evidence to convict. And now the real question is, what are they going to convict him of? And they don't even believe his stupid story about she made me mad because she looked on my computer. They've said that.
They think it's blatant murder, yeah.
They also noted, which is what I believe, that he supposedly put his shirt on Stephanie's body after she was dead. That's the recent thing I've heard, which means to me he was trying to cover up the fact that a sexual assault was in progress. In other words, why is that girl lying there with just her underwear on if something else wasn't going down? And if he killed her in a sexual assault, which I believe he did, because that is his M.O., then he can go down for that 35 years. And so I'm hoping they have that evidence in the behaviors and in the forensics to put him away for a really long time, and we just haven't heard about all the details yet.
All right, Pat Brown, as always, thanks so much for your insight, Pat.
Thanks, Maggie.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.